friend, welcome. I am gonna ship some stuff out today. It's been a weekend. It's been a slow weekend, but I still have some stuff. So I have 13 items to ship out, and I thought it might be fun to show you exactly how I'm shipping these things. So not just like show you, but talk about what I'm putting them in, why, kind of the process a little bit of how I do my shipping. Now, if you're new here, I'm Jen. I have only been doing this for about 6 months, so I am not a professional by any means. I'm not super experienced, but I started out selling on eBay. That's all I sell on right now, and this is just what I do. So shout out to my new subscriber Rose, who asked if I could do some shipping processes in a comment, and I'm happy to do that. I'm excited about it. Before I get started, if you haven't seen the process that I kind of go through when I put my stuff into inventory and get my stuff out of inventory, you can check that out up here. And then I also have a video of how I do labels, because I don't have a printer. I just use QR codes through eBay, and it's super simple, and I actually really enjoy using them. So that video I'll put up here too. So when I take the pictures, I weigh on my scale every item, and I can't talk and do this at the same time. When I do my pictures, I weigh my items and take a picture of that weight. And then when I go to list my item on eBay, I know how much my item weighs. And so I can go ahead and put that in my listing. And I always do calculated shipping. It is easier for me. There are some people that do free shipping. There are some people that do shipping, like, what's the word? There's a word for it. Like a set cost for like shoes. All their shoes are $12.99, or I don't know, whatever. I weigh mine. I do calculated shipping. If it is under a pound, it can go first class. And if it's first class, I use primarily poly mailers. These I got from eBay, because with an eBay store, you get a coupon for eBay shipping supplies, and you better bet I'm going to use that. These were kids' shoes. Saucony was the brand. I should have told you that. And they are going to fit. I mean, they're little kids' shoes, so they're going to fit in my poly mailer. Most shoes are not going to fit into a poly mailer, but some do. So I just wrap those in tissue paper. You missed that. I wrap them in tissue paper that I get from the Dollar Tree. I need to price out if I can find it cheaper, like per item somewhere else, but I haven't yet. I'm also going to write on my package what it is, because that helps me with my QR codes. When I get to the post office, I know what item is in what package. Now, some items I have in bags in my inventory, and some I have just out in my inventory. I started out putting everything in bags, and then I realized I was wasting a lot of money on bags and also a lot of plastic. And I'm not a huge fan of plastic. So I just started putting everything just randomly in the bins, and it has worked out just fine. I've not taken them out. I'm still just using those because that feels wasteful to me. But so this is a Torrid cardigan. I'm just going to put my sticker right on the bag and put that into a poly mailer. Very simple. So I kind of batch things, and I do all of my first class at one time. I do all of my padded flat rates at one time. I just feel like it goes faster versus like doing one first class, doing one priority, then doing a box, and then doing first class again. If I just do it all at once, it's fine. This is a Gymboree puffer vest. After I bought it, I realized it was missing a button, so I sold this super cheap and only made like $2 on it, which is, you know, not ideal. I am going to put this into a bag because, first of all, this was recycled. It was, I don't know why it has my sticker on it, but it was used from something else. And this, I'm gonna have to get some of the air out to make it fit into my poly mailer. So the poly mailers I buy from Amazon are larger than these. These are actually quite small. I didn't realize really how small they were until I got them, but they're working for now, but I'm out of my other ones. You probably have seen, if you have seen in other videos, my blue ones that I use. I don't think there's anything much more to say about the first class stuff here. And so I'm just gonna go and do it quickly so I can get it done. Clothes and shoes, purses, plush, and hats. Those are kind of most of what I sell. I was hoping I would have some hats and plush that I could show you today, but I'll have to do another video another time perhaps to do that. But I do have purses, shoes, and clothes today. So that's it for the first class stuff. So now I just have my priority shipping that I need to get done. Now, if you don't know, the United States Postal Service, USPS, has priority shipping supplies that you can use for free. Boxes and even bags. There are various sizes of boxes, from a shoe box. This is a 1092. There's 1095, 1097, all basic rectangular shaped. I use these a lot. And these are self-adhesive, which is really nice. The bags, there's two priority ones. This is a padded flat rate. So no matter what you put in there, how heavy it is, it will ship. So one guy that I watch on YouTube ships like wrenches and stuff in these. So I don't sell wrenches, but if I did, this is probably what I would use. I ship jeans a lot in these because it's expensive to ship jeans because they can get real heavy. So if it's a smaller size and it'll fit, I will ship that in these. Shoes, sometimes. If it's smaller than like a woman's 7, it'll fit generally, unless they're bulky. Kids' shoes, often, if they're heavier than a pound, can go in here. I know some people don't necessarily like shipping shoes in a bag versus a box just because they could get crushed. I haven't had any problems with it yet, but again, I'm not a professional. These are Tyvek mailers. I will ship shoes in these sometimes. I will, yeah, maybe not this. I don't know. I will ship clothes in this a lot. Nothing is going out in this today, but I just wanted to show you. It is like a waterproof, but I do like to just double wrap all of my items. So they'll either go in a bag like that, like earlier, or they'll go in tissue paper like earlier, especially with lighter weight clothes. I will use wrapping paper from the Dollar Tree. There's white wrapping paper. I love it. I use that often. Those are probably the 3 primary things that I use and to wrap things in, and then they go in here. So I have a coat going out, 3 pairs of shoes, and 2 purses, all very different sizes. So I think I'm gonna start with the shoes. These I bought at the churchyard sale last week, and as I went to like shift them around, found a literal cigarette butt inside the shoe. It was disgusting. I threw these in the wash. It didn't help much, so they still stink rather bad. There's a point to me telling you this. I shoved some tea bags in them because I've heard that that helps sometimes. There's 2 tea bags in each of these shoes. Anyway, they were comping quite well. I was real excited, and I took about a 50% off offer of what the comps were saying because they smell. I almost counter offered, and then I was like, wait a minute, those are the ones that smell like smoke real bad. So it's not terrible, but once they sit inside a box for a couple of days as they're, you know, shipping, it'll intensify the smell. I'm not real excited about that. So unfortunately, I told you I have 3 pairs of shoes going out. I only have 1 shoe box. So shoe box is another size of box that they have. I forgot to grab my tape. But these are the largest, and I think the other 2 will fit in this, or maybe I'll just make them fit. So let me get these. These are Adidas. I don't think I said that, but these are Adidas, and I will get those in here. So these 2 pairs of shoes, this came from a thrift haul from my favorite thrift store. I paid not much for these. I forget how much. I'll put it on the screen. But I will also put that haul up in up here if you want to check it out. But these are Isabel Marant. I don't remember. They're not perfect. They're a little dinged up on the wood, so I probably didn't get as much for them as I could have, but I still made like almost $40 profit on those. And then these are a pair of New Balances. I'll put all that information on the screen for you, and I'm gonna put these in just the $10.92 box. I'm hoping that they will kind of fit. We'll see. If not, I have before bent these boxes to make them square. You can do that. You can, as long as it's still used for priority shipping, you can cut these boxes, you can tape them together, you can bend them and do other things. That is my understanding. That is legal and okay to do. You may not use these for other purposes, like trying to think of what else you would use that for, but like you can't use a UPS box or USPS box to ship something at UPS. Does that make sense? Okay. This is a jacket I bought at the bins. It's a leather, I think. I'm gonna wrap it also in some paper, but then I'm also going to put it in a box. It's really heavy, so I'm just gonna make sure it gets put nicely into a box. You may have noticed I take paper bags and I rip them in half, and I use those as kind of padding so that the shoes or whatever is in the box doesn't kind of bounce around and get beat up within the box. So that, I think, helps a little. Not really sure. So now I have 2 purses. One is going to go in this box, I hope, and one is going to go actually in a padded flat rate. So this is the Sack, is the brand. This was given to me by a lady at church who has been so wonderful to me in many, many ways. And it has some damage on the strap. That's the thing that's called. So it still sold for quite a decent amount. I'm trying to look here. $28, so that's not right, $46. So my profit was $30.11 on this bag. I do want it to just kind of be nice here in the box, so I'm gonna wrap it up in my paper and hopefully put it nicely in the box here. And sometimes you have to find a box that's already been sent to you. So I do like to reuse boxes as much as possible. I like to save these kind of in like the mid-range or little tiny ones. But I also save this stuff because I don't want to just throw it in the garbage when I can use it to, you know, stuff boxes with that might need a little extra room. So that was not wanting to go very nicely into that bag. So, or into that box rather, so I'm just gonna put it in here. So much easier. I will reuse bags as well, bags that have been sent to me, especially Amazon already sends them. There's like perforations and a second sticky side that you can use, which is great. All right, last purse. It is already in a bag. It was in a bag because it smelled like smoke, which I try really hard to not pick up things that smell like smoke, but you know what? Sometimes you just don't notice it until you get it home and then you're like, ooh. So I do not smoke. No one in my household smokes. But when you're buying things used, you just don't ever know, and sometimes it's unclear when you're right there, and sometimes I forget to do the sniff test. I'll just be honest with you. So this is going in a padded flat rate, and it goes for one price, and I can't tell you off the top of my head what the price is. You do get a shipping discount on eBay, so I know my price for it is $8.20, but I don't know what the actual price is for it. I don't remember if I stuck a sticker on there. I'm going to add one in case. If not, they'll have two, and that's not a big deal. These are good and sticky. The Tyvek mailers, however, I don't find that they stick very well. So I end up taping these often. Actually, always. So those are my items. One thing I want to say is, if you have a printer and you can put all your labels on there, then you can actually call, or not call, on the website, you can go to USPS.com and you can actually set up a pickup time, and the postal carrier will come to your door and whisk your packages away. I have to go in so I can do the QR code thing. I don't mind at all. Today, it's right by my favorite coffee shop, and today I'm stopping because it's been a long weekend and I have a headache. So, not that coffee's gonna help my headache, but it'll help my attitude. Okay, I think that's it. I'm sure I've missed something. Like I said, I'm gonna do hats and plush another time. I don't know when. Probably the next time I sell hats and plush. But if I've missed something and you're dying to know, please ask in the comments. And if I'm doing something dreadfully wrong, please let me know and tell me in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. You can also check out another video. There's one right there, and I will see you soon.